Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Writer's Room. So glad to have all of you here with us today. So, today we are doing something a little different. What we did, I forget what month we did it in, but we are doing the. Oh, Tiffany, yes.
Are we live?
Oh,
It says live.
yes. Well, it says live, but it just
I
went.
didn't
It just
check on the
No,
other
because
side.
mine doesn't say it says we're still scheduled.
Oh, okay.
oh.
Okay. Well, I just went live. Hello.
Hello.
No, I think
Welcome again to the Writer's
there
Room.
we are. Okay.
We are, yeah, we
We're
don't
so
we
behind.
don't have a guest today, so we are doing our passing the prompt kind of flash fiction group story thing, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And we also decided to um make it horror themed or scary themed in honor of Laura Nettles, who's released her book today, Tiny Shivers. So if you have not checked out Tiny Shivers, it is now available. So go and buy it either on Amazon or directly from her Ko-fi. And yeah, we will go ahead and introduce each other or
That
ourselves.
was my read and review.
Well, I mean, hold on from doing each other because that could be a lot of pressure. Let's do that. Everybody intro the person next to
No, let's,
them.
let's just intro ourselves.
I think I could do it. I could
I
do
could
either
not.
one of them.
Okay.
I know. Well, you're talented like that. I don't know that you could.
Well, because they're okay. Let's see. Well, Barrett, I used to do yours sometimes where you would disappear from like the streams. So
Oh.
I remember that you're like an aspiring kidlit author who writes about queer kids living extraordinary lives, who's like trying to be traditionally published.
Yes.
And now you're venturing into short stories
Yes.
and other things. And well, you don't do
Seriously.
CGL anymore, but you do randomly do the odd video on your station or your channel.
Yes.
And sometimes you talk to people about their book releases.
Oh, well, see, you did do that really, really well.
Well, because I remember I used to do it. I used to have it all in my head. And Morgan I just told somebody about Morgan, so I think that's why I could do hers, because I was telling them about your seedling series, Seed Among the Thorns and Seed Among the Rocks. And she's working on her third one, Seed Among the Ground.
Yes,
Which
yes.
I always want to call Seed Among the Grass.
I was going to say seed among the earth. I was going to say seed among the earth. And I'm like,
See?
Just call it SAG.
And this is her year of wandering. So she's doing all kinds of fun, interesting, wonderful things. And right now she's working on trying to learn how to fast draft a story.
Mhm.
And she's doing all kinds of great experiments with that. And she streams every other Mondays at 8 a.m.
Well, there you go.
So Morgan's going to do it for Tiffany.
Okay, I could do that. She is Tiffany Russell. I said Russell. Tiffany Russell, TL Russ Lifestyle on all the interwebs. She has a Kindle Vella called Come Find Her, so you should come check that out. You can also go to her Ko-fi and join her book club, where she gives you inside scoop to everything that she's working on and writing. She does PJs and scribbles every other Thursday, and then Saturday shorts every other Saturday on the weeks that she's not doing PJs and scribbles. And I think that is all that I can remember.
That was everything I could think of. And then occasional tinted.
Occasional what?
Days, motion content.
Oh, yeah, she streams on Twitch sometimes, but she hasn't streamed on there in a while.
Yeah,
I can't figure out how to make Twitch work, guys. If y'all got suggestions, message me. I can't figure out how to make it work for me. I don't know what to do. I'm lost.
I don't even know how to get into it. The only other thing I was going to throw in is I am doing a book launch for Laura Friday night at 7:30 p.m. at nighttime. I know. So look for that.
Talk to book launch people.
Randomly launch people. I just happened to have one this week, so I thought I better say, I'm doing one this week. So, and then karaoke is Saturday, and my mom is.
I forgot about karaoke.
Almost talked her into singing with me. So this Saturday,
it's Mother's Day. She totally should.
I know. We were trying to do a mama themed, and then we looked at mama songs. We were like, these are all kind of sad, not on brand with what we want.
The Judds
A
had
few.
some mama songs that weren't quite sad, kind of duos.
I'm thinking about the Judds.
Yeah.
Huh. Hadn't thought about that. Anyway, so Mother's Day theme jokey. So yes, yay, yay, yay. But happy for Tiny Shivers. Happy for my friends on screen working on fun things. Yeah. Good to see everybody. By the way, we normally do this behind the scenes. So this show is the version in front of you, which sometimes we go, are we even live? I don't know. Let's talk about the first minute and a half we're on.
I'm very curious, Richard.
Hello to people in the chat. That's what.
Like, are you just listening to us in your pocket, or are you watching us in your pocket?
That would be hard. Almost impossible.
Right. So I'm gonna assume he's just listening
to Des
himself in his pocket.
Yeah, Paul. Hello. Saying goodbye. And Victoria's here, and then Richard, and we're in Richard's pocket. Hello, Richard's pocket. And then we have a Price War book trailer is now live. And which Barrett still hasn't reviewed.
I haven't reviewed any stuff yet, but I will. See, Mama, yay. Yes. Yeah, I did want to say I loved the poetry thing you and JC did, and seeing Victoria, wasn't it Victoria that went on and read like those two, or was it two pieces that like blew me away? So good.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved it. Everyone's poetry, loved it. Tiffany, you killed it. Everybody, Morgan, JC, love that. Want more of that? Yeah. Please do that again. So
we are. Yeah. So if you don't write poetry, write some poetry.
Yeah, we're gonna make
3 hours.
It can be bad poetry. We'll love it.
Oh, mine would be terrible. I don't even know if I've ever attempted it.
You should.
Challenge.
I'll work.
Yes.
I'll find the easiest time to write that.
You could do. I took a poetry class in college, and I remember my teacher was obsessed with this one poem. I do not remember the dude, and I do not remember the type of poem it was, but I will never forget the poem, mostly because she read it over and over and over again. But here it is. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
So much depends upon the red wheelbarrow, glistening wet beside the white chickens.
That's it?
That's the whole poem.
Okay.
It says a lot.
No. She had a whole history of how the person wrote the poem. It was so ridiculous. I was like, this is the most annoying poem ever. But so we had to write a poem in that style. I just remember mine was just like really goofy. It was something like weird, like the door that hangs in the hall has room for everyone.
Okay.
It was something so ridiculously just like goofy like that.
See, and that was going to be my piece. So now I feel.
Oh, Victoria, you should.
Yes.
You totally should. You absolutely should. Loved it.
Oh, that would be fun.
Okay, sorry, we got us off task.
Over to Barrett to tell everyone. Yes.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Do we want to do the same order we did last time, essentially, where Morgan would have been the prompt 1, I was prompt 2, and Tiffany was prompt 3, because of what we discussed backstage? Tiffany, did you want to go first?
Who?
Yes.
Me or Tiffany?
Tiffany. I think she nodded behind the water bottle.
Well, I don't know, because now I'm thinking horror. If I go first and I'm writing the end, then I have to bring home the horror. I don't know if I'm a bring home the horror kind of girl. I may be like a creep you out till you get to the horror kind of girl.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe one of you go first. You guys bring home the horror. I don't want to bring home the horror. I'm scared.
Okay, well, Morgan, you write dark fantasy. Do you want to be the last? We'll just flip flop and Tiffany go first, or do you want the on the front? And hi JC.
Wait, so I write the end or I write the beginning?
It's up to you. You decide. Do you want to be the opener or the closer?
I could do the end. Sure.
Close. Okay. All right. So then I'll write the first part. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do it differently than we did last time, in that the person who goes last is actually going to write first. And then they're going to read their prompt and first line when they come back, so that the next person, me in the middle, will know what I'm writing to. Like I know where I'm headed because she's after me. So then what we'll do when we're done is we'll read the whole completed story together. And it is horror in honor of Laura. So here, and my fellow peeps have not seen any of these. Let me find it.
Okay. So in Barrett fashion, they've decided to now do something outside my window. Do y'all hear it?
I don't hear it, but real quick, let's talk about it while I copy paste these into the beautiful banner prompts that Morgan made for me.
Okay.
So don't look at these, Morgan.
They're getting on my nerves.
No, I don't hear yours, but if you guys hear my lawn dudes, you just have to tell me, and then I will.
I think they're cutting down a tree, but I feel like they've been cutting down trees for a week. I don't know what's happening in my neighborhood.
I just think of the tree from Pocahontas.
I mean, we got some big trees, but I don't think we had trees that big.
Okay, here we go. Prompt number 1. Okay, so Morgan will be going up first with prompt 3. These are all spooky and they're sort of together and should create a story when we're all done. So the rules will be, I'm
gonna need my emotional support blanket.
We will read more her prompt. Then she'll have 10 minutes to disappear and go and write that. And don't have to worry about the time or anything because Morgan's already pulled that up. She'll just have to hit play. And then she'll have 10 minutes to write while we hear her chatter. And then when she comes back, we'll have her read the prompt again and her first line. And then I'll disappear and write the next one. And then we'll repeat with Tiffany and then read it to you at the end. So with that said, are you ready for your prompt, Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay. The little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry. The devil told me to."
Yeah, I need my emotional support blanket. Just the prompt. I'm already ready.
Okay, let me copy and paste the prompt. Let me write it down. Okay.
So, yeah.
That's insane.
I gotta get my document ready. Okay.
Girl, yeah, take your time. No rush. So we'll read it 3 times so everybody gets to hear it, and Tiffany's thoroughly ready for therapy. The little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry. The devil told me to."
Nope, I'm out.
Hi, Rachel. Okay, we're just gonna do a few little hellos. Hello, because a few people popped in. Hey,
that
Shannon,
little girl needs to run away.
No, the little girl is the one who just walked in. See, we don't know. Like, little girl could
parents
be.
Need to run away. Somebody's running. If I wrote it, somebody's running.
This is a spooky one in honor of Laura, so get ready because we are leaning into our scary side, everyone. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll be as scary as Laura because Laura is fantastic. So,
someone feel free to tap in Des if they need some inspo.
Licks the blood from her fingers while holding her teddy. Oh my gosh!
I'm like, wow! All right,
put that in there.
Okay, so the little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." Okay, so Morgan, whenever you're ready, you can put up the timer shared, or do you want me to pull up my own timer and share it? Is that easier probably while you're writing? Yes, it is. Hold, please. And I'll pull up a Laura timer in honor of her big day. 10-minute.
Blood-soaked pajamas, JC. I can't with all of y'all.
Okay,
yeah, I need the emotional support.
This is the content warning. This will be horror. And I write dark fantasy.
All the ones of Laura's that popped up are like chocolate chip cookies. And I'm like, I want something scary. What the heck? Okay, this will work. Here we go. Oh, and there's an ad. Of course there is. Oh, capitalism. Okay, and here.
JC asked, aren't we supposed to be tossing ideas out before she goes to write?
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
I just, someone give the parents Nick's number. This little girl needs some therapy.
No. I mean, that's not wrong. Hey, Martin. Hey, Martin. So the prompt will be the little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." I can't remember how we did it last time, JC. We're old. So
I know, I don't remember, but
throw some ideas.
I
You didn't remember that.
I'm over here with my tea and my emotional support blanket. So.
I do like blood-soaked pajamas.
Yeah. I'm using both of those things.
Oh, you are using both of those things. Okay, I'm starring.
I feel like I am. So, yeah.
Next number. Hey, Martin. Hello. Oh, here's one. The mom can't hear the baby crying.
I was thinking about a baby, too.
Oh, dear God.
Yes.
Okay, so did y'all ever watch this TV show Angel? Like, is the spinoff from Buffy?
Yeah, I think it was that, Des, but I don't know.
There was this one episode where this little boy had like a demon inside of him, but it turned out the boy was like crazy. And there's a part where he gets really offended that his sister got more marshmallows than him. So he basically tries to pull like a Carrie at the prom and burn everybody in the house. There you go. There's some ideas.
Okay. Y'all got some.
That's the closest I get. Like I said, I'm here with my tea and my emotional support blanket.
All right. I'm going to see if there's any more. Okay, yeah. So JC's saying we threw them up before we wrote, and then we didn't know which ones we used or not. Okay. Well, these are the 3 that we got for this round. So licks the blood from her fingers while holding her teddy, blood-soaked pajamas. The mom can't hear the baby crying in the other room anymore. So those are what we heard. So fire, Angel, mom. Oh, here's one more. Mom could smell the smoke coming from the other room. Okay, so those are all ideas. We don't know which one Morgan will go with. So stretch, Morgan, get in a deep lunge. Whenever you're ready, let us know. We will pop that timer off.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay, here we go, people. We're going to see Morgan in 10 minutes. And yes, so we don't hurt you. Okay. All right, Tiff, it's just you and me. How exciting.
Oh, I do remember. Okay, I think you put your prompt up, or the second prompt up, while we were writing the 10 minutes.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because that was how people got to give ideas for the second prompt.
Gotcha. Okay, people. So the second prompt, the one I'll be writing is, I guess, Tiffany, we can switch if you really wanted to after you heard it. But the middle prompt is this. He's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. So the second prompt is, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. So that's the second prompt. Oh, she says yes. Okay, we're doing it. We're on it. So give your ideas for this prompt. So prompt 2 is he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. And prompt 3 is the little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to."
Why do I almost feel, all I could think of is it Irish or is it Scottish that believe in like the changelings? Like the fairies bring out the baby.
Yeah.
And change them out. I know it's one of those. I can't remember.
Throughout Europe, let's see where specifically. Irish legend.
It's Irish? Okay. Because, yeah, that's all I could think of is when it was like, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. What if it's a changeling? Dun, dun, dun.
That would be yours on with. You'll get your chance at the first prompt, so you'll know what the first one is. That's good, though. That's interesting. JC has, it's not really a devil that told the girl to do it. It's the man that let himself in the house and convinced the girl he's her imaginary friend. Ooh, that's good.
Ooh.
I.e., the devil is the man who snuck in the house. Yeah. Can I throw one out there? I wonder if I can. This is from me. Or here, I'll do it on my phone. So it's in my name. But here's, well, wait a minute. I'm the one writing it. So I probably shouldn't put the idea there. Right? Because that made me have one. And I was like, oh, wait. That's good. We're new here.
Here's another. Well, maybe I should do prompt 2 because I was like, here's another small question. How are we going to figure out what prompt 1 is if we put it out there while you're writing?
Well, Morgan can because it's numbered, right? So when she goes right, she'll just put prompt 1 up. Yeah. And I think you'll see when you see prompt 1 how I tied 2 and 3 together.
Yeah, I think I'll still stick with prompt 1.
Okay.
I always like at the beginning of a story sometimes. What else could you be if they're not a boy?
Alien? Could you be dead? Could you be a creature?
Shifter?
Right. It could be some creature that just looks like a boy. Yeah. Vampire. Well, that's creature. I'm like vampire as if it's different. This is my favorite part of this, is like imagining who the characters could be. So we decided the little girl's definitely human.
The little girl that sleepwalks into the parents' room?
Right. Do we think she's human? Like, have we decided like she's human and says the devil thing? So the little boy
decided, but Morgan's writing it. Who knows? She may decide she's not human.
Well, no, I know, but for our story, we'll have to jump in and commit. We won't know what she did. You know what I mean? True. So in saying that, JC says yes, she's human. Is that what you're seeing? Is that like the little girl's human, the sleepwalking? The devil told me to. That girl.
Let's see. So how does the boy tie? Well, because here's the question: how does the boy tie into the girl? Like, are they friends?
That's revealed when you read prompt 1.
Are they neighbors?
You're the one writing it.
Are they love interests, even though they're kids?
I love it. I love that your romance comes out. Was it a meet cute? Yes, that's what I'm seeing. A possessed little girl.
Really? Okay.
Or the boy is the devil. See, that's what I was thinking, Des. I was like, what if the boy's the devil?
Ooh, okay. I have issues with YouTube. Like, I understand that they're trying to make their money and what have you. I even understand putting ads on things that aren't monetized. But let's think about why you would use a timer. Obviously, it's to count 10 minutes. So if you take 5 minutes out of it
for an ad,
I
know. It's kind of amazing.
Like, come on. Read the room.
What if the little boy's possessed? Right? The little boy, that's not a little boy at all. He could be possessed. Wouldn't he be a demon then if he's possessed?
What if the little boy is the little girl?
You mean like they're the same? Like it's like a Sixth Sense kind of, or no, not the Sixth Sense. What was the one with, there was a movie with John Cusack where all these murders happen at this hotel and it was him all along. It was all inside of his head. He was all of the characters because of like split personality.
I'm not a huge John Cusack fan.
Oh, well, I'm not necessarily either. I just saw that one movie and went, that's where I was going with my devil is really a man who she's convinced herself is an imaginary friend. She's a little boy. Oh, I get it. Like I understand. Okay. So like the devil presents himself to her. She sees him as a little boy. Everybody else sees him as the devil. Interesting.
See, I was more thinking, although without the creepy head thing, Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone. Like, you remember when they get down with the mirror, or with the professor in the mirror, and then Harry hears like the voice of Voldemort, and the guy takes the thing off his head, and it's like the extra person on the back of his head.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was thinking. Where it was like he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. Like, what if the boy is the girl, but they're just sharing like the head bodies?
Wow, that's good. Laura would love that.
I can be like I said,
I should have said Laura is our guest next month. She had requested to be our guest next month. She couldn't do this month because this week is her release week. So Laura will be our guest for the next.
I thought she was doing the romance writers room this month. some month.
Oh, she might be on both then, because she must be on both. Because I had said yes to her for next month, not this month, because of her release. Oh boy.
Oh.
Well, Laura's going to be all over. Laura's on all the writer rooms.
She's everywhere. Y'all. She's everywhere you want her to be.
Tiny Shivers out now. Come find her,
And
Bella.
she does have a book release live stream today for, I think it's 4:00 Central or 4:00 Eastern. Check it. But go to her YouTube, and then you can subscribe to her, and then you know all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then are you on Thursday?
She does.
Big this week.
It's a lot happening. You want to be there for her. We want to be there for Laura. You stuck on your plot. Is your character getting you trouble? Take your problems to us and join us on the writer's room. Contact Tiffany, Barrett, and Morgan to join our next show. We'll do that every single break so that we have a little commercial every time to remind people. So to remind everyone, Morgan is writing this prompt right now. So feel free to drop your ideas for what you would have written to prompt 3. The little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." Just write prompt 3 next to it so we know what your idea would have gone to. And then prompt 2, which I will duck out to write momentarily. Can you hear that small child screaming at his parent out here, or is it just me? That's like,
just you.
Okay. It's my vampire hearing. Prompt number 2, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. So that's the next prompt. And then we're going to find out how those two tie together. While I'm writing, Morgan is going to read off.
Hold on, is it? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Well, JC said the timer isn't moving, and then I was watching it, and I was like, no, it's not. But then it did just jump. So I was like, okay, maybe that's just my internet.
Oh, maybe it's my being all weird. Hey, Eva. Hi, friend. Emmy. Hi. How are you? So we're doing
Eva for a second.
Eva. It's a shadow.
Oh, okay, so it's a reflection, like a shadow. Yeah. I kept trying to figure out what her new thing was, Avatar. But it's so little in, when they're just saying stuff. So now it was bigger, I could see.
So reminding everyone that's here, we're doing the same thing we did a few months ago, where we are each writing a flash prompt that will hopefully result in a cohesive story between the 3 of us. We will see if this experiment works. Morgan is writing to this prompt. The little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." And we're doing this in honor of Laura Nettles, whose book is releasing today. So be sure and support Laura and check out her pre-order. I am doing a book launch for her Friday, so check that out with us Friday. We're going to have a lot of fun. Laura's stream for that is today at 3, I think, over on Laura's channel for her debut of the book. Morgan is back from writing. The little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." How'd you do, Morgan? How'd it go?
I don't know. It's something.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to love it. We're going to be spooked.
I tried to channel my inner Laura.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it worked.
Well, here's what we'll do. We'll describe what we did. So while you were gone, we asked folks to tell us what they would have written in there. And then also we put up prompt 2 so they could start giving us ideas for that, which they did. And Tiffany and I kind of talked through like how we saw the stories tying together and like all the things. So to put you at an advantage that you don't have right now, do you want us to read you prompt 2 so you know what the middle will be writing towards to your story? And then you can read us your first line?
Yeah.
Okay, so prompt 2 is, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. So then yours is, the little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." And then what's the first line? What am I writing towards?
Well, the first line is a sound. So I'm going to do the...
Oh, okay. No, do this. Can you do a dramatic sound? Like, give us the sound and then give us the line.
Well, no. The sound...
Oh, you're like, no.
The line is crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow was cold under the little girl's bare feet as she crossed the yard. That is the first 2 lines.
Oh, Tiffany, you're going to need a bigger emotional support blanket.
I mean, it's huge. It's just part of it down on the floor. But I am.
Okay. So in that, we asked folks to write to the book launches at 4 p.m. Eastern today. Thank you, JC. I just got here, Morgan. I'm sure you did great. Yes, you did. Read the first 2 lines. Okay, but you kind of did. Or do you want to read the line after the feet? First 2 lines? Are they pushing for more? Should we give it? What are we thinking? Does she know he isn't a man? Why do you have to read it?
You want me to read?
Yeah, read the first 2 lines. Yeah, read line 1 and 2, and then I'll read line 1 and 2 for Tiffany.
Okay, so I read the whole thing again. Okay, yeah. So, crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow was cold under the little girl's bare feet as she crossed the yard. The bitter wind nipped at her skin like tiny blades, making the tops of her ears, nose, and cheeks bright red. That's it.
Oh my gosh, I am so not talented enough to be between the two of you. But I will try to rise to the occasion. All right, so that was the first 2 lines. Oh, okay, well, whatever. We surprised you with an extra. You're welcome. So I am going to pop up prompt 2, and then I will mute y'all. Morgan, do you mind running? You can put up prompt 1 and start taking ideas. I'll mute you guys so I can't, although I know what the prompt is because I picked them.
Oh, Eva.
Someone get her scarf.
Oh.
So, yeah, so I will disappear and we'll get to writing. All right, bye.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, so.
Do we need to put up a timer?
Oh, yeah, that's what we should do. Stream.
We're great, guys.
So, the 10 minutes have started. Okay, so ideas for Barrett's prompt. Or no, your prompt.
Yes. Which I don't know what my prompt is. So tell me.
Okay, so prompt number 1 is a girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed, claiming to be her younger brother, but she never had one. Oh my God, this is so perfect for what I wrote. I'm sorry. Okay, so that is your prompt. A girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed, claiming to be her younger brother, but she never had one.
And is the little boy now the devil?
Maybe. So yes, ideas about this little boy. Because what do I want to say what I kind of wrote?
No, because I can't know what you wrote.
Okay. Well,
even though yes, that would be great.
Yeah, we have some ideas on who this little boy is. Is he the devil? Was he sent by the devil? Is it actually their son? And he was like killed or murdered by the parents? I don't know.
Wait a minute. How did murdered by the parents get
I don't know. So that's why he wants to punish the parents, because they murdered him. And he's like, I need you to take revenge for me. And she's like, cool. Let's do it.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Weird, creepy boy that I don't know, but apparently is my brother? Sure.
Yeah.
What did the girl think? Again, creepy boy who isn't my brother, but says you are. Of course. Let's do this.
Maybe didn't somebody say like imaginary friend or somewhere?
Someone did say imaginary
earlier.
friend.
So maybe it could be her imaginary friend, but then he reveals like, I'm actually your brother and I need you to do this thing because our parents did this thing to me or something. Okay. And she's like, okay, George.
Great. I've always wanted to be the creepy girl who walks in and says the devil made me do it. Yay.
She just found the boy. She'd have questions. but they may not be the same as ours. Cool. See, JC says yes, the little boy died. Maybe he's the father's son, not with the mother, so technically still her younger brother, but he was murdered by his mother and he needs her to tell someone.
I love how all of y'all are so easy to kill the little boy. Like,
I mean, this is fiction. I think she'd see him as a friend at first. Let's see. A child says he's her brother. Maybe she thinks she can have a brother she didn't know about. Maybe her parents aren't there to confirm. Well, they're in the other room sleeping, apparently.
yeah, because she walks in and tells them creepily the devil made her do it.
Yeah.
So she's not in an orphanage, Eva. So that can't work.
Yeah. See, yeah, a friend who has appeared to her multiple times. Maybe she did have a younger brother the entire time.
Again, y'all just killing off kids.
This is horror.
I don't care.
You gotta kill the kid. I'm sorry. And it's about
No.
if the boy is alive, we know he isn't human.
I'm okay with that.
See, I mean, it's horror, so I imagine there's death.
Is there death in every horror? Maybe I'm reading the wrong horror. All the other prompts said was that the boy isn't a boy at all. It did not say he was dead.
Then what is he?
We went down a whole list, including vampire.
So the brother may relay the devil information if he's alive.
We don't know he's a ghost. We just know he's not a boy. I suggested he could be the girl all along. I suggested this, Eva, the whole changeling thing with the fae.
No, Chucky, no dolls.
Was there? Oh, yeah, no, we're not.
No dolls, please.
Mm-mm.
I did not include a doll. Let's see, was she adopted from an orphanage to replace the brother who died? Firstborn boy, maybe.
I've got a couple of ideas. Why is he buried in the basement, Eva? What house are you living in?
He had a sister who lived in the house.
Oh.
Creepy things exist in basements, so.
Don't I know? I got basement issues. So I'm vetoing the basement the same way you vetoed the dolls. I'll never go into my basement again if I write something in a basement.
I don't like Chucky either. Just throwing out a boy who isn't really a boy. Maybe the girl's a ghost.
Maybe. But then how does she walk into the parents? Are the parents ghosts as well? Maybe it's a whole family of ghosts. Ooh. The girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed. Claiming to be her younger brother, but she never had one.
Devil pretending to be a likable child.
It's the pretending to be her or saying that he's her brother that's throwing off what I'm thinking in my head. But it could maybe work around it. Y'all just killing off kids, making them ghosts, just left and right. Although, in all fair, is it Concrete Angel? It's a Martina McBride song where it is a girl and she befriends like this little boy, who she think, like, the way the video comes up, it makes you think that he's like the next door neighbor, and then it turns out he is a ghost. So all y'all with the ghost and the everything is kind of making me think of that. Why do you have horns? Oh. I wasn't thinking horns, Eva. Thanks. Now I'm questioning.
Ugh.
Ooh, does the girl wake up in an alternate world, a parallel world? Like that?
Maybe the brother has another mother and is dead.
I was thinking upset, pissed, one of those.
Oh, because he can't have the father because he married the girl. He's married to the girl's mother. Does the girl wake up and also? I read that one. Are the parents really ghosts? It says she goes to wake the parents. Doesn't say that she's successful in waking them up.
Now she's killing the parents? We done gone from killing the brother to killing the parent. I cannot.
Did the chat blow up while I was gone?
They've killed everybody.
Yeah.
That's all kind of pressure on me now. Mine was
they killed the parents.
Oh, see, Eva should have been writing this one. I did terrible. I am not a horror writer.
I feel like I did too, so it's fine.
This was so hard. I'm like, Tiffany, good luck, friend. All right. Did you want me to read the first two for you, and then you can go and do the torture? Okay. All right. So here was my prompt was, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. Everything about him was familiar and foreign, but the problem with his claims about his identity was the way she felt when he grabbed her hand. It was as if a million tiny spiders had crawled down his sleeve and danced up her arms, overtaking her body completely before spinning her into a cocoon of webbing.
Your face.
Can you read it again?
I liked that.
Here now, guys.
Oh my gosh, it got very dark while I was gone. We went down a dark road. I can't wait to read them. Okay, Tiff, we'll see you in a minute.
They killed everybody. They killed the boy, they killed the girl, they killed the parent.
Are you stuck on your plot? Is a character giving you trouble? Take your problem to us and join us on the writer's room. Contact Tiffany, Morgan, or Barrett to join our next show, and this could be you.
Okay, what's the first two lines again, Barrett?
Okay, sure. Hang on. Let me pull that. So mine was, everything about him was familiar and foreign, but the problem with his claims about his identity was the way she felt when he grabbed her hand. It was as if a million tiny spiders had crawled down his sleeve and danced up her arms, overtaking her body complete to a cocoon of webbing.
Sure.
You've got this. Do you know what your prompt is? Have you seen it? So you know what you're writing to?
Yeah. What I'm writing, I don't know. But yeah, I know the prompt.
Do you now see how the little boy and the little girl come together?
I like my Voldemort back of the head thing better.
Go with it. Sure. Go with it. This could be a dream. Voldemort. Good.
Yeah, I agree. Does poor me. Good luck me.
You've got this. You've got this.
Okay. 10 minutes, right?
Oh,
Then
time
you're-
runs. Oh, I need to share
Oh,
that.
here, you want me to do it this one, Morgan, since you did the last one?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, this one for Tiffany, I will do a TL Russ lifestyle timer.
Oh, Eva wants to know, can she do the prompts for a future one so no
Oh,
one knows?
yes, that would be way more fun. Yes. Yes, that would
What
be much
is- what is-
would be much more fun for me. Wait, why did TL Russ lifestyle not? What's happening?
Oh, okay.
Yes, please, and thank you, Eva. That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna share this and then get the time down.
All right.
Screen, Greenfield. This is pretty, Tiffany. Did you take this photo?
I don't see it yet. Okay.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. Yes, I did.
I love this photo. Okay.
I don't remember where was that. Where was I at? I don't know. Oh, I think I was downtown at City Park.
You're kidding. City Garden?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow. Okay, I do love City Garden. Okay.
I do too.
Yes, Eva, please do that. All right, so prompt 1, Tiffany is writing, a girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed claiming to be her younger brother, but she's never had one. Tiffany, go write that intro.
Okay.
No pressure. So what did I miss? Like, what were some of this like spooky things people thought of? I saw parents being killed. That's fun.
Yeah, it was were they ghosts? Is a whole family of ghosts?
Oh, kind of like, what was that? Wasn't it like a Nicole Kidman movie? The Others, right? Where they go, like the people come to the house and
The
the whole.
timer's not going.
Oh, thank you, JC. I'm sure JC was like, get on a timer. Thank you, girl.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that movie.
Oh, it's good. So it's set in like England in the World War I think. And these people come to like move into a house, and you think that, well, I don't want to tell you because it'll ruin it for you. I just ruined it. Oh, well. So you think that Nicole Kidman and her kids are like the servants of the house the whole time. And then you realize they're the ghosts of the house. Like you get to the end and they're not alive the whole time. And you have to look, it's not Sixth Sense, look back and you're like, what? How did I miss it? And then you're like, oh, yeah, no one ever talked back to them. So, yeah. Yeah, back up and read through it. Yeah, I'm going to go, hang on, let me back up. Okay, here we go. So we had, oh, crunch. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, the little boy can still be the devil. Who wrote prompt 2? I wrote all 3 of them. Well, I based them off of others. I just changed the genders and kind of made them fit what we were trying to do with the 2 characters. So they were kind of, oh, they were asking. I understand. Never mind. Wait, what is this? Adopted away. This is a good idea, right?
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out where the boy
could have gone.
Yeah, or how the boy was her brother, or.
Well, and the changeling idea was interesting too. I didn't even think of that, but I've seen if that done really well a few ways that would have been kind of good. She just found the boy. She'd have questions, but they may not be the same as ours. Yes, the little boy died. Maybe he's the father's son, not with her mother. So technically still her younger brother, but he was murdered by his mother and he needs her to tell someone. JC, that is very detailed and dark. You should come on as a guest when we do one of these and write one of these. Maybe that's what we could do with people in the future. Is if not even stuck on a story, just guest with us and you can write some of the prompts. A child says he's her brother. Maybe she thinks she can have
a calendar, lunch.
Okay, bossy.
Goodness. Your parents aren't there to confirm. Is she in an orphanage? Yeah, a friend who has appeared to her multiple times.
Oh yeah, we were saying imaginary friend.
I kind of like that too. I like that idea. If the boy is alive, we know he isn't human. Right. Death. So the brother may relay the devil information. if he's alive. I was thinking demon, and then that's not how I wrote it. So go figure. And we know the boy isn't a boy at all, so... Faye is the firstborn. I like that. That would have been good. Then we could have done the changeling thing. Was she adopted from an orphanage to replace the brother who died? Oh, or stolen, right? Like, what if they'd stolen a baby? Like, they're crazed parents who took the baby to replace the kid who died. Oh, a doll. Nope, I won't do dolls. There were several.
That's what I said. I was like, no, JC.
Everyone was like prompts about dolls, and I was like, I'm not touching dolls. That's too much. That's going too close to the dark side. What if the boy from the cemetery who had a sister who lived? Oh, I like that. I do think a cemetery would have been good because you could have he just wandered over.
Yeah.
Or buried in the basement. That's very walk towards the light, Carol Ann. I don't like Chucky either. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Maybe the girl is the ghost. Oh, that would have been interesting to think of it that way, where like the boy who the reader might have thought was that's kind of the other's cat paw. That actually fits with what that was. Maybe it's a devil pretending to be a likable child. That's exactly how I wrote it, Eva. Maybe the girl is the one who isn't alive. I didn't even think of that. I like that. The girl's the ghost. Yeah. Goat. Maybe the brother has another mother and is because he can't have the father because he's married. Oh. Parallel universe is good. Oh, these are great ideas. We really need to have y'all come up here and write these next time.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a thing next time where the audience can like pick 2 people and each of them write one of the prompts, then come up with us to read them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That might be fun. If anybody wants to try that next time, you don't have to come up and read them. We can read them for you. But if you want to write them with someone, pick one of the prompts and write one, and then we'll read them. And I was like, oh my. Oh, thank you. It's not that great, really. I just felt like I had to rise to the occasion of doing some description like Morgan's. I was like, dang, I'm gonna need something. Heartbreaking. The girl was a young adult. She didn't realize what happened. Yeah. Her kidnapper mom is in prison. Oh my gosh. Did Eva just write this while we were sitting here, basically? No dolls. Yeah, the dolls, no. For me, it's a no. We're not sprinting. So what we do in these, Richard, is we do 3 prompts, and each of us leave for 10 minutes to write one of the prompts. Then we put our story together and read them and see if we created a semi-cohesive story. And what we think we've talked ourselves into doing next time is if you all want to write to one of the prompts and then pick 2 other people to write to the other 2 and send in your pieces, we'll read them live on the show next time we do this. I feel like the dialogue, my dad is a goat, is missing. Yeah. Truth. Me either, JC. It's always an adventure.
There would be something.
Well, and listen, last time I went back and rewatched it, and it wasn't terrible. So it is always kind of like, look at that. We kind of landed the plane. So, all right. Did anybody have any specific ideas now that you know all 3 of the prompts? So prompt 1, a girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed claiming to be her younger brother, but she never had one. Prompt 2, he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. Prompt 3, the little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, "I'm sorry, the devil told me to." All in honor of Laura. So
buy
Tiny Shivers for good flash fiction horror.
Yes.
That's where you can find
the link is pinned at the top.
The quality stuff. Well, Morgan, what's going on with you lately? You have some streams coming up.
Do I?
Yeah, you've got your Mondays.
Yeah, that's
your Author Tube Writing Conference.
Oh yeah, it's announced now. So for the Author Tube Writing Conference in June, my presentation is called "How to Know If Your Manuscript is a Dumpster Fire: Preparing for an Editor." So look forward to that. I think my time slot is on Sunday, the 25th at like 11 Eastern, somewhere around there. It's one of the first sessions of the day on Sunday.
Yay! I can't wait to watch and cheer you on. And my answer will definitely be probably a dumpster fire. Yeah. Yay, AWC. There is Shannon, one of the why is my brain farting? Creators of the conference and hosts the event. Oh wait, here we go. Here's more talk about it. Shannon just dropped a link for first page critique submissions for 2023 over at the Writers Conference. Yes, it's going to be fun. Yes. Oh, well, what have we been up to, Morgan? What's new with you? Morgan and I are both over on your channel, so I won't say anything. I'm having some not loving work moments, so we've been griping about that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
As we look for other things. Yeah, and pretty much that's it.
Yeah, and I am currently doing like a little fast draft experiment to see which outlining method gets my first draft faster, because I hate drafting and I just need to get to the revision process sooner. So
okay. How's it working?
Pretty good. I outlined 3 stories, one of them middle grade, one of them contemporary romance, and then a fantasy story. I use all different outlining methods. And then for the middle grade, I'm writing it all by hand and then typing it. So, yeah.
Well, you've got this. I can't wait to hear which one you like the best when it's all said and done. Eva says, I'm terrified to job hunt. Not sure I'll find courage to charge for edits and seek clients or apply for payroll jobs first. Let me just say this. Morgan can give better advice for this because she's done both, payroll and charge for edits and sought clients. But I have had Eva do edits for me. They're very professional and worth every penny. So you should be not afraid to charge. Definitely see why they're scary, but you shouldn't be afraid to charge because you're worth it, and don't forget that.
Yes.
How about you, Morgan? How did you overcome that fear? Because it's always awkward, because even consulting for business clients, it's awkward when you go in to like say, oh, well, yeah, you're going to pay me for this nebulous thing that I can't quite show you I'm going to do, in a clean way. How'd you overcome that?
I think, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
Margaritas.
No.
Oh,
Tiffany.
Welcome back.
I had a hard time figuring out how to get to the hand.
To the hand. Oh,
because Barrett had her with the hand.
Spider hand. How did it go? How do you feel?
It's a little creepy.
Okay.
I did not say whether the boy is dead or alive. There you go.
Ooh,
kill a child.
That's okay. I killed him. So.
But can I tell y'all, maybe the hardest part of this, kudos and hats off to you people that write kids. Because I'm like, no, a kid wouldn't say that. Hold on, go back. No, that doesn't sound like a little person.
Yeah.
Kudos to the kid writers in here. That might have been harder than the creepy.
Love it. Well, there was lots of great chatter while you were gone. People are dying to hear our amalgamation of a mess of a story. Emmy said, I've been trying to get a book out. We'll speak more about it once dates are more clear and you edit. Yes, edit of it was scary. Felt like a house on demolition day. You hang in there. You'll get there. You've got this. JC says, let's hear it. And the Quantum Child. So do you want Tiffany to read first? Just read your prompt and read your story. And then I'll go in the middle and then Morgan will go last. And we'll see what this, we'll polish this turd up a little.
All right, my prompt was, a girl wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed claiming to be her younger brother, but she never had one. And I have The sound of wind in her room made her shiver. The cold so different than how her room normally felt. Tossing over, her leg bumped something that didn't feel like her kitten. It was way too airy. Whiskers? She batted her eyes open, but there was no cat, only a little boy. He looked like Ken from school, with his tossed brown hair and dark eyes, but there was no way that Ken could be here. He lived too far away, like 10 minutes away on her bike. Why would he come here in the dark just to sit on her bed? They weren't real friends. He only chased her during recess, trying to kiss her. It was gross. Hello? His voice sounded funny. The scratch was just like her grandpa's after he coughed. Hi. She didn't know what else to say. Grabbing at her blanket, she sat up. Are you Ken? Who's Ken? A boy from school, she told him. No, he laughed, and her arms tingled with goosebumps. The sound wrong for a little kid. I'm not Ken. Then who are you, and why are you here? This is going to be hard for you to believe, but I'm your brother, he said, and I need a favor. I don't have a brother. Her wide-eyed gaze looked over him. And you don't look like me or Mom or Dad. You look like Ken. I'm not Ken. It was the quietest shout she'd ever heard. She scooted back on her bed. He must have noticed her distress because his lips spread into a smile, but it was all wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I need you to trust me. I won't hurt you, but I need your help. With what? She looked at the hand he laid on the bed towards her. Come with me and I'll show you. I'm not supposed to go with strangers. I'm not a stranger. His voice filled her mind, and she felt her hand reaching for his. I'm family.
She's like kind of creepy. I don't know. Well done. How much you wrote? Like I didn't get.
I know that was a lot.
Words.
Really? I felt like that was like nothing.
How many words was that?
Man,
300.
Yeah, I didn't like that
nailed
much.
it. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you.
Okay.
Oh my God, someone who doesn't do kids, you did a wonderful
Yes.
job. Agree, you nailed it.
Well, because I kept having to go back and like that doesn't sound like a kid.
You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. You're getting all the like woes and wows and well dones. You nailed it.
Thank you.
All right, like Tina Turner, let's keep on rolling down the river. So he's not the boy he claims to be. In fact, he's not a boy at all. Everything about him was familiar and foreign, but the problem with his claims about his identity was the way she felt when he grabbed her hand. It was as if a million tiny spiders climbed down his sleeve and danced up her arms, overtaking her body completely before spinning her into a cocoon of webbing. She hated spiders, almost as much as she hated liars. Who are you, and what do you want with me? The little boy's smile melted into a sinister grin. Fine then, let's do this your way. He pulled his arms tightly around himself and shook as he grew from the tiny frame of the boy he presented as to the tall as a sequoia man with piercing red eyes and a wicked soul to match. He lunged at her so quickly she had no time to react before he placed his free hand on her forehead. You're mine and shall do as I say. Prove your loyalty to me. Go to your neighbor's house and kill everyone inside. Bring the weapon back to me as my trophy. Trophy was the last word she remembers hearing before the tunnel vision began to close and the world boiled down into a tiny black dot. And now your turn, Morgan.
Okay.
That took a turn.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know how I feel about mine now, but okay. My prompt was a little girl sleepwalks into her parents' room and whispers, I'm sorry, the devil made me do it, or the devil told me to. Okay. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow was cold under the little girl's bare feet as she crossed the yard. The bitter wind nipped at her skin like tiny blades, making the tops of her ears, nose, and cheeks bright red. The sloshing of wet snow followed her as the trail of crimson red goo stained the snow from her sister's bleeding body wrapped in bluey bed sheets. Her tiny hand wrapped around the child's ankle, her body stiff with death and cold. Silly baby, happy baby, sad baby cries. Mama's little baby, no more screams or sighs. When she reached the edge of the yard, she approached the stone well and crawled up to the edge. She hoisted her sister's body to the side and pushed her without hesitation. Whistling air followed by a sickening crunch filled the night air. The little girl whispered her rhyme again as she turned from the well and walked back into her home. Still singing her song, she slowly entered her parents' bedroom, feet numb and bleeding. Silly baby, happy baby, sad baby cries. Mama's little baby, no more screams or sighs. Her mom stirred, sitting up in the bed and staring through the dark at her daughter. Honey, what are you doing? She stared in horror at the blood-soaked pajamas and the eerie chant. Panic filled her and she listened for the sound of her baby in the other room but heard nothing. She sprang from the bed, shaking the little girl by the shoulder. What did you do? The little girl looked straight ahead and whispered, I'm sorry. The devil told me to.
Holy shit.
Forget the neighbors.
Listen.
Need a bigger
I was like, Tiffany will need therapy for weeks to be able to just sleep. That was so good. Let me just say, the little rhyme twice, next level good. Next level good. Wow. Okay. Wow.
I'm worried about your dolls when you were a kid, Morgan. I just
I worry for your husband. I'm just gonna say, you know what? If you get in trouble, you message us. I mean,
entire creepy song, yes.
20 minutes. Yes. That was so good. Yes.
Thank you.
And Morgan was like, I don't know. Like, maybe I did it. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't feel like it.
That was a home run, ma'am.
That wasn't as many words as I wrote?
That was a lot of words.
271.
That's good. I'll go back and read the whole thing without interrupting with the prompts. Just flow into each one. I mean, I guess we could.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Do you want us to I can send mine to Morgan? Should we do that? Should we just all send them to? We'll send ours to Morgan. Let Morgan read it.
Creepy baby.
Yeah. We'll let her, because I feel like that boy, only she can do that. Here, Tiff. Do you want to? Let's see. How do we? Oh, private chat it. Is that the easiest?
Sure.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's mine. I don't know if private chat has a limit.
Yeah, that was my question.
Oh, it does. All right, I'll do it in 2 sections. Here's part 1. And here's part 2. So it looks like it's about 115 characters, Tiffany, 115 words per.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Okay,
Oh.
So 115. Let's see, what's this one? Nope, that's too many. Let's start at the top and work our way down. That would make more sense.
Now, we're going to make it extra hard for Morgan. You got to read it backwards. Okay, where were we? Sorry. The rhyme and the descriptions had me. I know, right? No. Not me, anyway. These two, yes. I'm trying to write a children's book for my cousin, but dang, this got my gears turning. It's fun, right? Like, it's fun to go outside your comfort zone and write something totally different, because then you're not, obviously these two killed it, but it's like you're outside of your zone of what you normally do. To whom it concerns, watching this is fiction. There was another author who acted out her words and knocked off her husband. I bet all streams now have eyes on them. Wait, were they an author tuber?
What?
Did we miss major author tube D who killed their husband?
What? This is fiction.
I love Ricky, so I'm not planning to kill him. There are times I think about it, but I don't actually do it. We're working on it. We're getting it together. Oh, yes.
At the end.
Oh. Okay, what?
The rest of yours. It says trophy was the last word she remembered before hearing, and then it says T.
Oh, shit. Hold on, Morgan. Got it. Here's mine. Sorry, Morgan.
Okay, for some unknown reason, mine, like, it copied the H, but not the actual whole word of help. And so there's a couple that are like that.
Oh, all right,
So
Destiny.
I don't know what to do
Okay, so
with
that
that.
last word is help.
Because I had already, like, put it in there, and it, like, has, like, I need your H. And I think there's another one right before, like, it's got, like, half of going. So I don't know what it's doing there, but yeah.
We love you, Nia. You're about to hear the whole story put together without the prompts.
Okay.
Nia. Okay. So Morgan is reading because she wrote the really creepy song.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really creepy. I almost want to call Ricky and then be like, listen to this. He won't sleep for a week.
Ooh, do it.
He's doing my laundry, so I feel like that's a bit more important. So I'm prepping for food and he's doing the laundry. So we all have our part to play.
I think he'd be okay with taking a couple of minutes. I have a blankie, Eva. I have my emotional support blankie.
It's gonna be a lot.
Okay, I got it all.
Nope. Oh, I thought she said turn off the lights. I was like, don't do that. She said turn on.
Okay, are you ready? I think I have all the parts in order.
Okay.
All right. The sound of wind in her room made her shiver. The cold so different than how her room normally felt. Tossing over, her leg bumped something that didn't feel like her kitten. It was way too airy. Whiskers? She batted her eyes open, but there was no cat. Only a little boy. He looks like Ken from school, with his tossed brown hair and dark eyes, but there was no way Ken could be here. He lived too far away, like 10 minutes away on her bike. Why would he come here in the dark just to sit on her bed? They weren't real friends. He only chased her during recess, trying to kiss her. It was gross. Hello? His voice sounded funny. The scratch was just like her grandpa's after he coughed. Hi. She didn't know what else to say. Grabbing at her blanket, she sat up. Are you Ken? Who's Ken? A boy from school, she told him. No, he laughed, and her arms tingled with goosebumps. The sound wrong for a little kid. I'm not Ken. Then who are you and why are you here? This is going to be hard for you to believe, but I'm your brother, he said, and I need a favor. I don't have a brother. Her wide-eyed gaze looked over him. And you don't look like me or mom or dad. You look like Ken. I'm not Ken. It was the quietest shout she had ever heard. She scooted back on her bed. He must have noticed her distress because his lips spread into a smile, but it was all wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I need you to trust me. I won't hurt you, but I need your help. With what? She looked at the hand he laid on the bed toward her. Come with me and I will show you. I'm not supposed to go with strangers. I'm not a stranger. His voice filled her mind and she felt her hand reaching for his. I'm family. Everything about him was familiar and foreign, but the problem with his claims about his identity was the way she felt when he grabbed her hand. It was as if a million tiny spiders had crawled down his sleeve and danced up her arms, overtaking her body completely before spinning her into a cocoon of webbing. She hated spiders, almost as much as she hated liars. Who are you and what do you want with me? The little boy's smile melted into a sinister grin. Fine then, let's do this your way. He pulled his arms tightly around himself and shook as he grew from the tiny frame of the boy he presented as to the tall as a sequoia man with piercing red eyes and a wicked soul to match. He lunged at her so quickly she had no time to react before he placed his free hand on her forehead. You're mine, and you shall do as I say. Prove your loyalty to me. Go to your neighbor's house and kill everyone inside. Bring the weapon back as my trophy. Trophy was the last word she remembers hearing before the tunnel vision began to close the world down into a tiny black dot. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The snow was cold under the girl's bare feet as she crossed the yard. The bitter wind nipped at her skin like tiny blades, making the tops of her ears, nose, and cheeks bright red. The sloshing of the wet snow followed her as the trail of crimson red goo stained the snow from her sister's bleeding body, wrapped in bluey bed sheets. Her tiny hand barely wrapped around the child's ankle, her body stiff with death and cold. Silly baby, happy baby, sad baby cries. Mama's little baby, no more screams or sighs. When she reached the edge of the yard, she approached the stone wall and crawled up to the edge. She hoisted her sister's body onto the side and pushed without hesitation. Whistling air followed by a sickening crunch filled the night air. The little girl whispered her rhyme again as she turned from the well and walked back into her home. Still singing her song, she slowly entered her parents' bedroom, feet numb and bleeding. Silly baby, happy baby, sad baby cries. Mama's little baby, no more screams or sighs. Her mother stirred, sitting up in the bed, staring through the dark at her daughter. Honey, what are you doing? She stared in horror at the blood-soaked pajamas and the eerie chant. Panic filled her, and she listened for the sound of her baby in the other room but heard nothing. She sprang from the bed, shaking the little girl by the shoulder. What did you do? The little girl looked straight ahead and whispered, I'm sorry. The devil told me to. The end.
Wow.
I'm scared of all of us right now.
Mostly Morgan, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
mostly Morgan with the creepy lullaby. That was like brilliant. Yeah. Like if we were pulling stuff out of this to be like, wowza, that was a stroke of genius.
I mean, I know we said that we were worried about like her husband, but I'm also a little worried about her puppies.
Right? Steve and I were talking about the cat. Oh, in real life.
Whiskers, I saw y'all.
Whiskers, I was like, Whiskers was a Connor. Whiskers was the first to die. Yeah. And here they said it again. Transitions were smooth. They weren't as bad when I heard them in person. We probably noticed them because we wrote them, so we know. But that was fun. It is funny to read them without the prompts and be like, wow, it actually does kind of go from one story to the next. Yeah. But this is fun. I do want us, when we do this next time, we'll see if we can rope Eva into doing our prompts for us so that we'll truly be, because these two didn't know what the prompts were because I never shared them with them before. But it'll be great for all three of us to not know.
Destiny said, almost closed the page. It was super creepy.
I hope Laura would be proud. We'll have to send this to her so she can watch it later and give us her review because again, we tried. We some of us nailed it. And that was scary. The lullaby will be with me.
Yeah, she just said, just let her know the genre and she'll brainstorm.
Perfect. Well, this time we kind of picked last
night.
Not
creepy.
Well, yeah, I was thinking, we just want
to honor Laura's release.
Yeah, that was to honor Laura's release. I say, Eva, next time we do it, we'll tap you and you pick the genre. Like, we kind of like it to like totally surprise us. Don't even tell us that. It'll be more fun.
Not creepy.
yeah, not horror. And maybe we will.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be our own little anthology. And maybe folks join us next time. If you or not, you can write the prompts. Like I said, pick two people, write the prompts together, and email them to us, and we'll read them after we read ours, and we can see what you come up with for the same prompts. Might be.
Oh, that would be interesting if we had like another person, like a fourth party.
That's what I was thinking. We could do a 4-parter. We could have a guest person to write with us, and we could have people from the audience write their story along with us, like duck out for the 10 minutes, and one of them write one, another, and another, and see what their story looks like compared to ours.
Mm-hmm.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody's topping creepy baby, lovely baby, crying baby.
Right?
Got that from a song on TikTok.
And the like blood gooing out or like curdling around her feet. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. I'm glad y'all are staying with my mom. Okay.
Somebody right next to her with the creepy baby. That's lovely.
Okay. Okay. I think, what else do we have to plug? We do this every month. So if you want to join us, you can send in your piece and we'll do it old school where we go through the piece and give you some feedback and get feedback from the audience. If you want to come on with us and do one of these fun little prompt streams, let us know and we will bring you on with us. I think Laura wanted to join us next time for a go over her piece. So we'll do that next time. But if you like this format, we'll look at doing this too, because, you know, we're hoes for the views. So
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what else do
You
we
want
have?
to do outros or
Yeah.
are we just waving?
Wave, I don't care. I'm down with whatever.
Okay, let's wave goodbye. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.